Hi, I'm Ren.
I'm Sam.
I'm Tosh.
And we're the T Swift Sisters. Welcome back to the T Swift Sisters podcast, a Taylor Swift fan podcast for Swifties by Swifties. In today's Thanksgiving celebration episode, we're breaking down Target Black Friday, news for international fans, and giving thanks. Here's this week's Swift Scoop. All right. I don't know how we got here, but it is quite literally the end of November. And that means some very exciting things happening. Obviously, we have the end of the Eras Tour, 3 shows left. That is it. 3 shows left to close out the Eras Tour, December 6th, 7th, and 8th. No words, speechless. Did you guys see that Taylor Swift finally did Cassandra and Mad Woman? And I did something bad all mashed up.
Amazing.
Slay for that. Well, honestly, like what I love about it most is that she did it and then did not announce Rep TV.
That's her doing something bad.
Yeah, she's like, bet? Okay.
It's just so crazy. Like, I cannot believe that it's almost over. I feel like we were just talking about the announcement of Eras Tour, like on GMA and everything. Like, that feels like yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's insane.
So I guess we're going to have to just like stick around and see what's next for Taylor. I feel like we're definitely not going to get, I mean, we obviously have like our theories of what we clowned about last time that we were on the pod in regard to the debut Taylor's version, like announcement and all of that stuff. But I'd say like, besides that, I think we're not going to hear from Taylor for a little bit, like at least a few months, well into the year. Just because like girl needs a break or like at least deserves one IMO. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I just wanted to share that little tidbit. But aside from the end of the Eras Tour, we do have exciting things coming around, and that starts this week. So today's episode is being published on Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to all who are listening. And if you're listening to this on Friday on your way to Target, then you came to the right place. But essentially, Black Friday is like, this is like the first time that we're celebrating Swiftiness on Black Friday. So it's like so crazy because it's kind of like derailing everything, but also adding like a necessary spin on Black Friday, you know? Like, I feel like we are truly going to get the essence of Black Friday that I thought it was as a child, like the elbowing people in the line of the store, like reaching for the last thing and like fighting with, like, I'm picturing Hannah Montana movie when she's fighting like Tyra Banks for the last shoe. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. I don't remember that, of course. But yes, I'll agree.
She understands the vibe.
You know what I'm going for at least. You can kind of picture some sort of fight that way.
I get the essence.
But it is time because now on Friday we have the arrival of the official. I wanted to give the full name because I'm going to share something a little bit after, so you'll see why. But the official Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour book, Target exclusive, and Tortured Poets Department, the Anthology, vinyl, and CD. So we're kind of going to give you guys a rundown of what like the details of each are. You might have forgotten since it was announced earlier, I believe last month. Yeah, because it was right before we went to the Eras Tour. So just some details on that, how much it's going to be, and kind of what I've heard on the streets about how people are preparing, because I've seen some crazy stuff. Most of it is from Facebook Swifties. So, you know,
I was like, should we be preparing right now?
Noted.
Most unhinged of them all, but I think we'll be okay. I truly think that we'll be okay with like our standard Black Friday
protocol.
Yeah.
Yes. I think if we abide by that, we'll be good. So let's start with the Eras Tour book, the 256-page book that is so long and like so specific, question mark, like, oh my God.
Yes.
Wait, what?
I hate her.
Why? What's What's
Add it
2 plus
up.
6?
6 plus 5 is 11, plus 2 is 13.
Natasha's face.
Wait, no. That's nuts.
That's why people think we're crazy, but like she does that. That's her. That's not fair.
Our leader is crazy, so
Our cult leader. Okay, so it features more than 500 images as well as never before seen photos and reflections from Taylor. I'm kind of excited. I think that maybe it's going to be like a behind the scenes, backstage, like maybe we'll get the cleaning cart kind of thing.
totally.
Do you guys think that there are going to be like pictures? Like, is it going to be 500 pictures of Taylor or like pictures of fans at the shows? Like, what do you think the vibe is? I feel like definitely rehearsals.
Yeah, like crew, team pics.
Backstage stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think Taylor and Travis on stage is going to be in there? Because I want to say yes, but also like that's a really like that's
That's a
evergreen.
forever thing.
Yeah, like this book is going to be around forever. So like,
Yeah.
I could see it because I mean, you kind of knew what you were signing up for, getting on stage, everyone videotaping, everyone taking pics. So why not?
I love it. Slay. I think is the most unhinged photo that's going to be in the book.
Maybe the cart.
Okay.
Like getting into the cart.
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. It was just a question that popped up into my head, like the most unhinged thing ever that would be in the book. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's definitely going to be like a troll moment in there.
I honestly don't know though. I'm like so excited though to just like open it to random pages and be like, ah, what is that?
I know we're going to be like purchase. You know what? The book is going to be so perfect to review on our lunch break from Black Friday.
At the Yard House.
I love this for us.
Get grease on the pages already.
No,
Tasha.
I'm
God.
so bringing gloves.
Why is that the first thing that comes to your mind?
Because you know that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna eat an ahi tuna nacho and then
It's
turn
gonna
the
become your
page.
plate.
Oh no, like it's like passing
Yeah.
and like a drip on there.
The horror.
No.
Do you think it's gonna be like by era or
Like chapters of each era, you think?
yeah, and like all there is, backstage, all there is to know about the planning of era by era versus like not, I don't know.
I love that. I think that'd be like
Yeah.
a good way to tie it together. If she went that route, I'd be interested to see what she did for debut for obvious reasons. I would like to see like maybe like a notepad or something of like the original set list of the Eras tour, like what she was originally going to put in before she decided like the final stages of it.
I like that.
What if there's a picture of her in the red bodysuit and it's captioned "Old Stinky"?
That is the most unhinged thing that
Yes, that's precisely what Ren was looking for.
Stinky.
My favorite memory.
If there's a picture of Taylor in the rep bodysuit and then pictures of everybody else in their recreations of the rep bodysuit and my picture there.
That is the most unhinged.
No. That's not unhinged. That's completely normal.
Okay.
And will happen.
I hope like if it's like pics of fans that like we haven't seen before, I'm just being a little bit greedy and I hope that it was like LA and like our pictures in there. So
Our Capital One
I
photo
was
shoot.
just about to say maybe like us in the Capital One booth or something. You never know.
Yeah.
Partner.
Totally possible. Yeah.
How does that work? Like, do you think that there could be just any pics of fans or like,
I feel
you
like we
know?
would have to sign a release. Like maybe fans maybe this is like a hee hee moment, and like some fans knew their photos were going to be in it. Or I was thinking, did you guys ever like participate in the Taylor Nation like submit your Instagram post from the Eras tour so that they could like repost it,
I think
No.
when I did that.
like for LA?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that maybe when we agreed to whatever we agreed to there, it could be like that too, so they could use our
Okay.
photos for the book. Or like for the Eras movie, they had like signs everywhere saying like you existing here means that you consent to being on film. So maybe something like that.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like those shows that were taped are the ones that also like were photographed, and that's they kind of just did like a 2-for-1.
Because they were
Yeah.
like already aware. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's on the book. But I did want to share that while I was like doing some of the research of what's going to be in the book, I found at Target the unofficial Eras Tour book. So I guess if you don't win the good fight, you can pick up the unofficial Eras Tour trivia book for $13.99 at Target on Black Friday.
Great.
Is that also dropping on Black Friday?
No, it's like already out there.
It exists.
Oh, it's already a thing.
Go to
Okay.
Target and buy it now. Target also has this book that I saw. I received like the Target Black Friday preview little catalog, so I was looking through it. They have like a 13 Days of Swiftmas book that's out, and it's like less than $10.
They
So
have a ton. They have like coloring books, little game books. They popped off.
yeah, I think it's good though for like little Swifties. Maybe if you're like an older Swiftie who might not know, like you don't want to spend the $40 for your daughter who might not, know how to
Read through her reflections.
you can like get your little Swiftie something else, and I think it would be cute and nice.
Mhm.
So that's that. And then we of course have TTPD, the anthology, and blah, blah, blah. Words are hard. TTPD, the anthology vinyl and CD, which has 35 tracks, including 4 acoustic bonus songs.
Ooh.
So I'm thinking, and you guys like tell me if you think I'm wrong or like what you think. I'm thinking acoustic versions that she played at the Eras Tour already, maybe like a live version, or just like she recorded the acoustic version of the song before adding like all of the extra things.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I agree with either.
As I was like saying it, I was like, I kind of hope it's like a studio acoustic version versus I'm not a fan of the live like concert
Me,
versions of songs.
me too. And I said that the other day, and someone disagreed. And I'm like, I just don't like hearing all the extra noise. I like it to be clear audio,
And it's like if you know the song so well, then you're like belting out, and then all of a sudden it's like a shortened version or like a pause for the crowd to go wild, and you're like, excuse me, I'm literally singing right now.
Exactly.
So
I do think though it might be like a live version.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
What would you
because
prefer?
probably I agree the studio acoustic version.
Okay.
So you could actually like hear it better.
Yeah. I do think it could be either. Like I would say for me, it's like a total 50-50. I do feel like though, like when they put out, because they were putting out like snippets of songs, and like I purchased But Daddy I Love Him acoustic version on a CD. So maybe these 4 songs are actually just those 4 acoustic like bonus things that we bought single discs of.
Mm.
That you bought single discs of.
I only bought one, and it was But Daddy I Love Him, and I haven't it yet. I love that for me. But that makes total sense, like for it to just all be on one. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't be mad about it. So
I'm confused at the 35 tracks though.
how many tracks are there now?
Not 30, not okay, wait. Maybe there are when you hold on. Yeah, no, you were good. There's 31 plus the 4
Plus the
acoustic.
Good.
Got it. Okay. I thought that it was a vinyl with only the anthology songs on it.
Like not including
Oh,
original TTPD.
Right.
like the
So,
second half.
yeah, yeah. So this is better. Okay, we're good.
All good.
Yeah, because I guess like when the anthology came out, it came out with the original songs plus the anthology. So I guess it's just like the pressing of that.
Yeah.
But it is going to be 4 marbled translucent vinyl discs, which is good to know because Target always does their beautiful, bright Target red for their exclusives. Like, why? I think somebody finally listened, actually.
Thankful. That's what I'm thankful for.
Because like for red, Taylor's version, it made sense. We get it. It's red. Like go off. But like Evermore,
Yeah.
Fearless Taylor's version, why?
Yeah.
Why? So I am happy about it. And then the vinyl also includes a never before seen 12 by 12 poster,
Ooh.
maybe like a new pose or something. So instead of like, it's like,
Not a new pose.
You saw it here first, folks.
and then the pricing for these is the vinyl comes in at $59.99 and the CD at $17.99. $59.99 is fat.
That's hefty.
That is fat.
And when you add that up plus the $39.99 book,
Yeah. So
That's
you're looking
big.
at 100 there. What like 120, I guess with taxes and fees. I'm gonna go about 135.
I think I've decided I'm not getting the anthology CD. I'm only going to do the vinyl and the book. But that's still, again, going to be like 115, 120,
Right.
I feel like.
Yeah. I love this journey for you. I unfortunately will be purchasing all 3, but that's on me. So
Hey, you got some gift cards. You're good.
I'm very thankful that I was born the week before all of these 3 things were put out into the wild so that I could. Target is gonna love to see me coming on Black Friday because you already know that I'm buying way more than just those 3 things.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So Target stores, this is just a little bit of information about what's going to happen with the purchasing process on Black Friday. As you may or may not know, if you're not a Black Friday shopper, Target opens early, as do other stores in pretty much most malls for crazy people like us who like to go shopping very early on Black Friday morning. So Target will be open at 6 a.m. local time, and there will be a limit of 4 per item per guest. So just kind of make note if you're buying gifts for people, if you're picking up for some people who may be working, X, Y, and Z, 4 per item per person per guest. Additionally, Target stores, this one was pretty cool. This was a little cool tidbit that I saw. But Target stores will have a number of measures in place to help shoppers get the items they're hoping for, which kind of includes this digital queuing process if it's needed. I like this because obviously if you get to the store early enough, you know, you can kind of guarantee like a little less anxiety about kind of rushing into the store and going and seeing how many items there are. But I don't know if this is kind of what has caused the discourse. So going back to what I saw regarding Facebook Swifties is that some of them have been talking about camping overnight. Yeah. And like the thing is like early 2000s Black Friday shopping, like that's literally what people did for things like
I get it, but it's also like not like a general admission concert. Like at the end of the day, it's a book and it's a vinyl.
I was about to say the same thing. I get it was like back in the day Black Friday, but it's also not that serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm in complete agreement. And like back in the day, Black Friday, like if your Best Buy had 50 PlayStation 3s, you had to camp out because you couldn't just go home and like go online and order it.
Right.
Right.
Like
And those were like TVs and appliances that people like big purchase items that people
that
would
are
do.
like on sale. This is
Not
just
like an article of clothing or an object, you know, a small object.
Yeah. And it
So
says like while supplies last, but also I don't think that like I don't see why they wouldn't order more. You get
yeah,
me? Like it's
Yeah.
not a limited press, it's not an RSD, like
yeah,
it's just a product.
Yeah.
yeah.
And like realistically, honestly, like the rush of getting it on Black Friday is because you just want to have it on Black Friday. Like you said, like I'm sure it's not like it's on sale that day. Like
Mm.
you can get it at probably the same price, hopefully, the next day.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's for sure going to be more, especially with the price that they have it set as. That's definitely not going to be like a one-time thing. They're going to want people to keep buying a, what was it, 59, $69 record and a book, you know. I have no doubt. Also, I'm not worried for us because we're in Miami and there's not a lot of spirit here in Miami.
Yes,
So,
but we're going to Sawgrass and
is there a
Sunrise.
Target in Sawgrass?
Yeah, we always go, Sammy.
I don't
That's the
care.
last spot that we always go to before we go home is
Oh yeah,
Target.
there is a
We're
Target.
always delusional by the time we're at Target. That's why.
Yeah, I'm still not worried. I don't think Miami people have like the. I still don't think we
But
have
that's what
the.
I'm saying. Like it's not the Miami people. The Sunrise fans are different. Like when Taylor first started out as an artist, she went to Sunrise. She didn't go to Miami.
But I don't think people are going to be like camping out there. Like I don't think people are going to
And I
be.
think if people are camping out, they're going to be at the high end stores that are in the mall because things are actually on sale, not like being sold that day. I hope at
Right, not
least.
like a discounted price
Yeah.
item.
Right. And that Target is usually fairly like it's not super crazy. So
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I do think we'll be okay. I am nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm nervous. I've never done something like this in my life. So I'm like scared if I have to throw an elbow or something. Like I wasn't drafted to go to war and I don't want to go.
Mm-mm. No, we go to war on Ticketmaster, not at Target.
And I'm more scared of like the Karens out there that are like maybe trying to get this for their daughter. Like I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
but realistically, like we're gonna get there,
we
we
get the,
always get there super early.
yeah,
So like if like you put here, or sorry, like we're about to say, like according to a post on Reddit, someone called their local Target and the Target said they got 400 copies of the book. Realistically, if they have 400 copies and it's 6 a.m. and there's a line of 30, 40 people and there's still a limit of four, like we're still gonna be fine, But
I agree. I agree.
yeah.
We'll be okay. And like, I do want to ask though, because you mentioned the line and like I had just started thinking about it. Do we have like a limitation on the line? Like if we pull up to Target at 5:45 a.m. and the line is like 150 people deep, are we getting in line?
I
I mean,
don't think it's gonna
Are you
be.
saying like line outside of Target?
yeah. But I mean,
don't-
if it's 4:40, if it's 5:45, then we have 15 minutes to get into the store. So like whatever. They're not going to be like one person at a time in the store. They got
Right.
open.
And it's not like that line is the line for the aisle to the book, you know?
Like we
Like people
can
are going to disperse.
And that Target is like I think it's a super Target.
it
Yeah,
is. It's
Big
yeah.
Target. Thank God I've been running still.
I think that I don't think I think if we get there at 5:45 and the line looks long, we should still wait because again, doors open at 6 to Target, not like okay, you five can go walk to get the vinyl and then like it's not going to be like that. It's a whole store. So I feel like it's worth just going, but like if we see that it's a gradual entrance because there's that many people, then that's a different story.
Yeah.
But
I guess we won't know until we get there.
yeah.
But positive vibes only.
Mm-hmm.
Positive vibes only.
Mhm.
And I feel like worst case scenario, if the line is super long, then we'll get to see what like this digital queue is. And maybe we get in the digital queue and that works too. And if not, for those who are unable to make it to Target on Friday, The book, vinyl, and CD will be available in the Target app and Target.com on Saturday, early Saturday morning. So they're not specifying a time, which I actually kind of appreciate that because they don't want to overload the servers, I'm sure. So Saturday, November 30th, this Saturday, it will be available while supplies last online. So good luck to everybody fighting the good fight. We're fighting right alongside you. We get it. The anxiety is high, but we're fine. We're all going to be fine in the end. With that, I did want to quickly share that we have some good news for international Swifties. So Taylor Nation shared today on Tuesday when we're recording this episode that on Friday, November 29th, so the same day as us, our Black Friday here in the States, at 1 p.m. GMT, TTPD, the Anthology CD and vinyl will be available for purchase on the store.taylorswift.com international website for fans.
Amazing.
Yes. So I do kindly ask that if you are not an international fan, please do not go to one of the international sites and try to buy yourself the book. Like, respectfully be respectful. Like, we have the opportunity to either go to Target or buy online. Like, we have two ways to be able to get it, and this is their only way. And everybody's fighting for the same thing. So just like a little tidbit on that. And the book, the Eras Tour book, will be available online starting Saturday, December 7th. So that's a week from this upcoming Saturday, 1 p.m. GMT, same time. And it will also be on store.taylorswift.com. So that's some pretty good news. I know some international Swifties were trying to get the information on that. So I'm happy that they shared that and that it's this week and like they don't really have to wait so much of a long time to get it.
Right.
This did just remind me that my snow globe came in. I wanted to show you guys.
Nice.
Show us.
So quick.
Friday and it got here by Sunday.
That's so crazy. Where is it coming from?
Yeah, how?
Oh, I have the box still. I'll check really quickly, but I'm going to grab the snow globe so I can show you guys. It low-key kind of goes with our background, so slay. And then I will check the shipping.
So
Oh my gosh.
best.
And the little confetti in it, I don't know if mine is broken or not, and if it's worth like sending to UMG and like letting them know, because when I shake mine, like there's little pieces of glass in there.
Of glass?
Glass, yeah, but like the snow globe is not broken. Like everything, the water's in there, the confetti's in there. So like, I don't know, but I saw some girl like shake hers and put it on Twitter and she had like a lot more confetti. So I'm like, I don't know. And also I don't know if like I want to be nitpicky, but like I paid for it. So question mark.
Yeah.
I think it's worth sending an email.
Yeah, I might just like try and see what they say. But the confetti is little sheets of paper that say, I love you. It's ruining my life.
So cute.
Yeah.
Stop.
I haven't put batteries in her yet, so I don't know what song she plays, but I'm assuming that it is likely Fortnite.
Love.
Where is it going to go?
I have like a bookshelf in my living room that I have a bunch of books on and some other snow globes. Like I've collected a few snow globes, Taylor and non-Taylor. So I already put her there next to her red All Too Well sister.
Love.
Yeah. So and if you're listening to this podcast episode and you have the Christmas Tree Farm snow globe that you'd like to part ways with, please. I'm your girl. Okay. You know where to find us. Pay you for it. I just really want it. But in the spirit of the holiday season, and because today, quote unquote, is technically Thanksgiving, I just kind of wanted to wrap up today's episode a little bit talking about maybe some things that we're thankful for this year. It can be Taylor Swift coded. It doesn't have to be whatever you want to share.
You go first, Ren.
Great.
Yeah.
I will start by saying this year I'm extremely thankful for Samantha's battle in the trenches. I will never, ever forget that. I will never forget what you did for us, okay? And getting us to the Eras Tour on the floor nonetheless. So
do it for my people.
I truly am thankful for that. But I think just like, life in general, being here, living another year, making it through, having the pod, having you guys, and living the good life. I don't know, fighting the good fight.
At Target on Friday.
In line.
So real.
I agree. I'm thankful that we got to see Eras Tour again and had that nice little like closure to the chapter that we all needed like to experience. So thank you, Samantha. And I'm thankful for my move to Florida. I think there was like a lot of change this year for me, like personally, like career-wise, everything. And I'm just like at a really good place. So I'm thankful for that.
Love that for you.
Feel free to mention me at your Thanksgiving dinner tables, okay?
You know what? I still have my like what are you thankful for poster up in the living room where people have been like writing in what they're thankful for. After we finish recording this, I'm gonna go ahead and write it on there for you.
I'm surprised we didn't think about it at Friendsgiving.
I know. I'm like, wow, I've had this up for almost 2 weeks and I haven't added this already.
How funny.
Shame on me.
The most. Well, I'm thankful that we got to not only experience Eras Tour again, but that we all had outfits ready and we were so prepared. We manifested it and we just said, yeah, we're going. It's done. We had to do like minimal prep. So very thankful and proud of all of us for getting to that point. Yeah, thankful for our pod, our memories, all the laughter that we've had, just thinking about like starting this season and our photo shoot. What did we call it that day again? Was it our symposium?
Symposium.
Putting in the most work, but of course it's always fun and we always make memories around it. So I'm grateful for all these little moments in our life.
I forgot about Symposium weekend. That was so fun.
Yeah.
That was really fun. That was such a hard work day, honestly. Like, my goodness. But I do think that pretty much wraps up this week's episode. So thanks for savoring this week's Swift Scoop. We hope you've had your fill of all things Taylor Swift, that you have a very wonderful Thanksgiving if you're listening in the States and you celebrate. And we will see you next week right here on the T Swift Sisters podcast. Don't forget that now that Thanksgiving is over, it's time to stream Christmas Tree Farm by Taylor Swift.
You would.
And that I want the snow globe. Okay, thank you. Bye. For Taylor Swift news updates and to stay in touch, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at T Swift Sisters Pod and at T Swift Sisters on Twitter.